Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we are back with another episode of the Transfer League. This is the halfway stage of this series now. This is our episode with Leicester, episode number 10 out of 20. And if you haven't seen the previous 9, please go check them out. Last time out we did Leeds. Not a fantastic episode, I must say, but hopefully this one can be a lot better. This is the series where every player on the team is up for sale, and whichever team they end up selling to is a team where we sign a player from, and we see what sort of team we can build come end of it. Just there's way of scoring points towards the end of the season, and we just see how our table ends up looking like based on how well teams do in this series, basically. Okay, so this is how you score points. Your league position is your start number. You get a certain number of points, -3 for winning a cup, -2 for getting to a cup final, -1 for getting to a cup semi-final. And then if you win the European Cup, you get -5. If you get to the final, you get -2. If you have a player in your team become top league goal scorer, you get -5. And then for every player in your team that you get above 15 goals, above 15 assists, or your goalkeeper gets above 15 clean sheets, you get an extra -1. And this is golf rules, so you're trying to get the lowest number possible. Okay, we've got the first 3 sales of the episode. It's Johnny Evans going to Spurs. Nice big team there. We've got Kaglar going to Manchester United in a deal that brings Eric Bailly to us, as well as 5.3 million coming in as well. And I don't think that's too bad of a deal. Obviously Bailly not as good as Soyuncu, but the 5 million as well as Bailly, I mean, Bailly's good enough for me. And then we've got Harvey Barnes going to Piemonte Calcio, aka Juventus, for £36 million. That's a very, very nice sum of money there to be able to get somebody big in, perhaps, from Juventus. Let's have a little look. And we've got 2 players in, and they're 2 huge signings. We've got Dele Alli coming in from Tottenham, only 82 rated this year. I feel that's a little bit of a disservice to him, but I mean, currently in real life he's not playing, so I mean, I think he'll be good on this game for us though, to come in that cam role and help us out behind the striker. And then also we signed Alex Sandro for a big sum of money, the left back. Probably one of the best left backs in the world, in the game as well, so hopefully he can do us a job there and secure that defensive role. Okay, so we've got 4 more big sales here. Jamie Vardy going to Liverpool is a big one. As big players at Liverpool, one of them going to be coming our way. Then we've got Hamza Chowdhury going to Southampton. We've got James Justin going to Olympique Lyon. And we got Nempalis Mendy going to Sassuolo, but that is already sorted because it was a swap deal for Hamad Junior Traore and 2.5 million. So there's just 3 teams to get from, and that's Liverpool, Southampton and Lyon. Let's have a look. Okay, then we've got the 3 signings in again. We've got another big name player, Joe Gomez from Liverpool, coming in, the centre back, going to sit in that centre back role for us. Hopefully secure that role for his own and maybe even lead it, depending on who we get with him. Then we signed Will Ferry from Southampton for very, very cheap, and then Sinali Diamande, again quite cheap, very young, very good potential from Lyon. So it would be good if we were doing more than 1 season, but of course we're not, and he's probably not going to see much game time, but we've got a player in from Lyon anyway, so let's see who's next to leave the club. Okay, we've got 2 sales again happening, and this one's a big one. James Maddison leaving the club to go to Arsenal for £38 million. To get a player in from Arsenal, so that could be a very good player, potentially. We'll have to see who we can get. And then other than that, we've got Timothy Castagna going to Hertha Berlin for £16 million. Hertha Berlin, a team that could have a relatively good player, but we'll have to have a look who they have and see what sort of player we can get in from them also. Before any sort of deals can be done though, we've come into the first game of the season against Spurs. Let's see if we can get anything out of this game. I'm hoping we can. Let Dele Alli have a little go at his old club, and let's see if we can take Johnny Evans and his new club down a peg. Let's see what we can do against them. 3-2 loss, that's unlucky. Harry Kane, of course, getting the goal. Dele Alli does get a goal against his old club though, so that's very good stuff. After that loss to Tottenham Hotspur, we decided to bring in a goal threat, and that man is Alexandre Lacazette, coming in from Arsenal. And then also coming in from Hertha Berlin, we've gone for Dodi Lukebakio, I believe that's how you say his name, as a right midfield option. Probably going to get the start. Let's see what else happens in this window. Okay, so second game of the episode, and we're taking on Leeds United, the team that we were in the last episode. Let's see if we can knock them off of their pedestal. They're currently sat second in the league after the first game, so let's see if we can get anything from this game. I hope that we can, and we do. That's 2-0. Lacazette getting a goal there to start off his goal scoring. That's fantastic. Let's carry that on through the season. Game 2, we go to game 3, where we're taking on Everton. Interesting squad they're playing in, so let's have a little look how we do against a team that really should be around us in the table come the end of it. And we do get the loss, unfortunately. Joe Gomez picking up a red card as well, so not good in that respect, but we'll have to improve. Okay, so we have 4 more players leaving the club, and it's Daniel Amati, he's gone to West Brom. We've got Dennis Prayet going to Milan. We've got Wes Morgan on his way to Bologna, and Albrighton going to Hertha Berlin. So a second player from Hertha Berlin to be coming in. That'll be interesting to see who we get from there. Okay, we've made the 4 signings that we needed. So from West Brom, we've gone for Dara O'Shea, a right back, 69 rated, very cheap for us. Then Marton Dardai from Hertha Berlin, just a very cheap player again. Matthias Zvanberg, a little bit more expensive, but very good potential. Not ridiculously expensive, probably 3 million I think I paid for him. And then the big player we signed in was Alessio Romagnoli to join Joe Gomez in that centre-back partnership. He'll probably take the place of Eric Bailly, but for now he's going to be taking the place of Gomez while Gomez sees out his suspension. So we'll see how he does. And this is the team that we're playing against Newcastle. Obviously Romagnoli in, O Gomez is out with a suspension, so Bailly also in. Let's see if we can knock down Newcastle as we try and progress on up the table. We do, but only just with a 3-2 victory. I will take it. No. So deadline day is here, and probably the worst news I could have got, Kasper Schmeichel has gone to Besiktas. I didn't have a backup lined up for him. Besiktas, I don't believe, have any goalkeepers that will be good enough to replace him either. This could be a struggle. Let's see. Yeah, this is not going to go well. I mean, I've signed the best goalkeeper they had. Ersin Destanoglu is 66 rated. He's the best goalkeeper they had. I think we're going to have to play the first part of this season with Danny Ward in goal. Hopefully he's enough to get me through with the defence that I've put in front of him. We'll have to see. Okay, so my prayers have been answered. I wanted a better goalkeeper. I wanted somebody else in this team to go to get me a keeper in. And Ricardo Pereira, and especially Bayern Munich, have answered that prayer. Bayern Munich have one very good goalkeeper, and I'm hoping I've got the money to buy him. And we're going to see if I can get him into the club. Let's have a look. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. He may be old, but it doesn't matter how old you are when you're 90 rated. We have just signed Manuel Neuer to go in goal for us at this Leicester City club. The only problem I might be having now is a right back, but I'd much rather have a problem at right back than at goalkeeper. So happy to have this man in. Let's see how well he does for us. Literally an hour before the deadline closed. So great timing for that to happen for me. I needed a keeper. I got myself a keeper. Now it's time to go into the simming stage of this. Let's sim ourselves all the way to January. Obviously got the competition, the European competition with Leicester, so they could do good in that perhaps and get some points that way. Could these potentially be fighting out for the top spots this season? I hope so. Let's have a little look as we sim to January. Okay, we're coming in towards the January transfer window opening, and it's not been too bad. We've had quite a few wins. The Europa League doesn't look great. I don't even know if we got through the group stage, but the rest of it looks pretty good. We're still in the cups. We're doing okay in the league by the looks of it. I don't know whereabouts we'll be sat in the league, but a 4-0 victory over Arsenal. Before that, 4-0 victory over Brighton. Clearly we have no trouble scoring goals. Let's have a look where we're sat at this stage. Then, so we're currently sat 3rd come January transfer window opening, and that is a really good position to be in. I did not expect us to be this high up, to be perfectly honest with you, but obviously the team deserves to be there. I have also just had a player sell, and it's a big player. It's a player by the name of Yuri Tielemans. He's going to Paris Saint-Germain for 52 million. Obviously, he's been playing very well for me to be warranting that amount of money. So I get to sign a player from Paris Saint-Germain as the first thing that happens in this January transfer window. Let's see who I'm going to get. So when I saw PSG, I thought, what does my team need? And it needs a right back, yes, but to be honest with you, it's needed a right back since the first transfer window closed, and I've done pretty well without one. Well, not without one. I've had Dara O'Shea there, who's a 70 rated now, and he's obviously doing quite well for me. So I've decided I'm going to do a like for like. Tielemans gone to PSG, and we've signed Idrissa Gueye in from PSG, 83 rated CDM. He's going to fit in that role perfectly for me, and then potentially the next team, if I get any other sales, I'll be signing a right back from. Let's have a little look what else happens during this window. Okay, so I've had 3 more sales in the January transfer window. It's Iheanacho going to Burnley, Cengiz Under going to Hertha Berlin, and Jose Perez going to Inter Milan. And we know I need a right back. Let's see what else I can get from these teams. Okay, so I've signed the 3 players I needed. We've got Nils Korber in from Hertha Berlin. We've got Dwight McNeil come in from Burnley, 79 rated, left mid. And then we've got Danilo D'Ambrosio in from Inter Milan, a 78 rated right back that's going to fill in that role nicely for me, I'm hoping. On deadline day, we have Danny Ward leaving the club to go to Strasbourg. He was nearly, so nearly, my goalkeeper for the whole of the start of this season. But luckily he got replaced at the last second, and now he's off to Strasbourg. So for the final signing of this episode, we've gone for Kenny Lala. Obviously a Ultimate Team legend. Like, everybody uses this guy in Ultimate Team, or did last year anyway. Lala, the right back, coming in from Strasbourg for £20 million and 78 rated. Gonna take D'Ambrosio's spot on that right back position, and hopefully take us through and get us very, very high up in this table for the end of the season. Okay, then to the last hour of the deadline day, and to be honest with you, I think the biggest thing, the biggest piece of transfer business we did this year, well, more likely didn't do, is the fact that Ndidi is still at the club. I think that is the biggest thing. Nobody went for him, or if they did, it fell through. I think one team went, I can't remember who it was, I think one team went for him. It might have been someone like Barcelona, but they offered me a player, and then the player fell through, or I can't remember exactly what happened, but something like that happened, and I can't believe that he's actually still here, to be honest. I thought somebody would come in and take him away from us pretty early on. But anyway, we're currently sat 4th in the table. No more sales, no more signings. Let me know where you think come end of the season we are going to be. Are we going to still be 4th? Are we going to be higher up? Are we going to be in Champions League spots, basically? Or are we going to fall off a bit? Are we going to drop into the Europa League? Let me know what you think. Also, let me know who you think is going to be the top goal scorer for this team come the end of the season. And the end of the season is going to be what you see next. So put that in the comments down below, as we're on the way towards the end of the season. Okay, so we're heading into the last game of the season, and so far this last month of May not gone well for us. I don't know what's happened, but a loss to Villa and a loss to West Ham. Maybe one of our big players has gone down injured. I don't look like the looks of us against Man City if we've lost to Villa and West Ham. Let's see how we do. Can we beat the big boys? No, we can't. It's a 2-1 loss. So, let's have a little look. Where do we end up? We end up 3rd in the table. Same points as Arsenal, but above them on goal difference, presumably. So that is a great place to start. 3rd in the table is a very, very nice place to be. Yeah, as I say, above them on goal difference. How do we do in the cups? We're starting on 3 points. Did we get to a semi-final here? No, we didn't. The FA Cup is not for us. Carabao. We got to the final of the Carabao Cup. That's a -2 in the Carabao Cup, so we're down to 1 point. Obviously, golf rules, so we're looking for the lowest possible. Did we make it through anywhere in the Europa League? I don't think we did. I don't think we did anything in the Europa League. I think we got kicked out of the group stages, to be honest. We did. We finished bottom of our group as well. That is terrible. So now it's all about, we're on 1 point. It's all about goal scorers. And Lacazette is the top goal scorer in the league with 24 goals. That's -5 onto the score. So that's a -4 we're on now. That is great. That is really, really good. Now it's all about how many goals have our team scored and assists and all that sort of good stuff. Let's have a look. So we already know Lacazette's got 32 and Dele Alli has 16, so that's a -2 there. So we're on -6. Is Dele the top assister? He is with 11. That's not quite good enough. And then what about clean sheets? Did Neuer get above 15? He did. So that's another -1. So that puts us on 3 for the start position, -2 for the cups, so that's 1, -5 for the top goal scorer, so that's -4, -2 is -6, and -1 is -7 points for Leicester. That is a very, very, very good start. Very, very good episode for Leicester City. That team I've just made there, obviously one of the best teams going. Do not believe it. That's going to be a hard team to beat. They could be finishing the Champions League spots in our series, in our league. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and be sure to check us out next time when we do it with the biggest team in the Premier League, Liverpool. The champions are getting this done with, so make sure you're here for that one. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you then. Goodbye.